morning. Welcome to another episode of the Mizuho Week Ahead. I'm Boon Heng, market economist at Mizuho Bank. This week's theme is surer footing. That was the phrase used to describe US-China ties after Yellen's visit. Trouble is, even if on a surer footing, one cannot shake off the feeling that US-China relations remain on the wrong foot. Admittedly, the silver lining is that candid conversations resulted in common ground on ensuring that there is no disengagements, which means keeping channels of communications open and not allowing diplomatic spats to assert economic ties with adverse spillovers. But here's the thing. The surer footing on what both parties don't want in terms of inadvertent worst-case economic outcomes and unintended geopolitical miscalculations is the lowest common denominator on averting imminent crisis and really not something that reinvigorates global confidence. Whereas, that does not absolve the predicament of being on the wrong foot structurally, as both of these global powers are merely taking a step at setting fairly basic ground rules for a relationship based on adversarial terms of engagement. That said, with low expectations heading into Yellen's trip to Beijing, the fact that she had met and engaged constructively with Premier Li Qiang, Vice Premier He Lifeng, his predecessor Liu He, and PBOC governors Yi Gang and Pang Gongsheng provided half-full views of guardrails. Meanwhile, on the US economic front, the shortfall in the non-farm payrolls print versus higher expectations set by the ADP teaser set off a softening in the greenback and front-end yields. It is then fair to suggest that evidence of soft spots in jobs may be reasons to suspect that the footing of the US economy is less sure, but to conflate that with surer footing for Fed pivot bets is woefully misguided and dangerous. Fact is, with wage gains still looking hot, Fed hawks are unlikely to be deterred, and the dot plot guidance for another 50 basis point of hikes stays intact. Which means, despite the post-FOMC bravado, USD bears may not be on a surer footing. The US CPI is in the spotlight this midweek. Softer headline should not distract from sticky inner core inflation, while the University of Michigan survey on Friday revealed confidence and inflation expectations. Elsewhere, the Bank of Korea is expected to remain on hold. While global risk upheavals may make the case for more hikes, the economy is not on sure enough footing for tightening per se. Instead, sure-footedness of Korean won and macro stability may be precisely what's needed for policy inflection. In Singapore, prospects of the first post-GFC manufacturing-led technical recession with Q2 GDP data release suggest that the global economy may be far from being on surer footing. Certainly, continued softness in China data issue grim warnings that bears have the surer, a bit slower footing than bulls that are fast rather than sure-footed. For more information, please refer to our Week Ahead publication or contact our respective sales desk and RMs. And for regular notifications on our market views, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.